Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again. Can you imagine the kind of confusion that could be started if two people went to an event and they got some information and they came back at a different time, and each time they were talking to the same public? And when they were talking to the public, they were sharing the information that they got from the particular event. So it were just two people. Each one came back and talked to these different group of people. And each one of them, as they reported the information, told a different story. Each one told a different story. Now, these people who heard this had to make a decision based upon the information that they got. Can you imagine the confusion? Can you imagine the hell that would have been created if these same people were trying to make a decision about a same subject and each of them have totally different information about the subject? What can they do? That's what's happening in America. And that's what's happening all across the globe. People just corrupted. And they start out with these lies. I was sitting early this morning or lying on the bed, and I heard Elon Musk say something to the effect that there are so many people over 100 and some odd years old receiving Social Security. There's something about kids 11 and under receiving Social Security, as to suggest that there's something improper that's going on. Because they know you don't live to get over 100 and some 6 years old or older. And they know that the only way you can get any type of Social Security under 11 or 11 is if you are a survivor or a dependent of some eligible person that makes you eligible. They know that, but they will tell you. And I sit there and listen to Musk tell you these lies. A guy, I don't even know where he come from. But he's sitting there on his camera, listening to people that call themselves reporters, who are allowing them to tell all of these lies. They don't ask any questions. They just lie. They just lie, telling the American people lies. So what do you do? You say the reason that you don't have anything, you're talking to the poor people now, you're talking to the masses, is because there's another group of people, and for this particular situation, they're talking about the Democrats. They allow immigrants to come in. They pay them to come in. That's what this is what you call a lie. They are paying immigrants to come in, and then they put them on the roll so they can vote. Well, if they put them on the roll so they can vote, where are the benefits? Look how many people are homeless. Look how many people are suffering. So where are the benefits that comes from buying people to come in here? See, ladies and gentlemen, they're just lying to you. The same kind of lies that they told when they took the Indians' land. The same kind of lies that they told when they exploited everybody that they've exploited, even slaves. The same kind of lies they told at the election when Donald Trump kept telling you about what are you going to do on this first day of this. And the prices were going to come down. How you going to be getting so much money, you're just going to be rolling in money. You know, like those lies they told you before, all of them adjudicated as lies. And he told you this. And perhaps that's your motivation. You went to the polls and voted. And since he's been in office, has he done anything to deal with that problem that was so important to him and you? Has he done anything? No, he hasn't done a darn thing. But what is he doing? He's telling you these lies that the Democrats are trying to screw you. But ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the Democrats, do they have any more than you got? Do they live any better lives than you? Don't they suffer just like you? But look here, the people who just telling you that these other folks are abusing you, look at what they got. I mean, they are billionaires. They are multi-billionaires. There's a few of them. And collectively, they got more money than most of the people in this nation put together. So I'm gonna ask you something. If you got any sense, who's lying to you? Who are you gonna listen to? You're gonna keep on attacking folks just like you who have nothing? While these people who've robbed you and got so much they just floating on stuff lie to you, and you gonna stroke them like they gods while you attack those who don't have anything? Boy, I couldn't sleep. I had to get up. And I just had to say these kinds of things to you because they make you look so stupid when they do stupid stuff like that. And whatever they do, it's not going to better you any. The only thing it's going to do is better those who got more money because it's nothing but a con game. They're going to tell you the Social Security and some of these other things, the Ponzi scheme. Look who's telling you that. Look who's telling you that. So I'm saying to you, if you want to deal with the problem, if you really want to deal with the problems, the masses of you, if you really want to deal with the problem, you don't have to listen to that liar who's calling on television telling you all these lies, rich as hell. You don't have to listen to that. You can take care of that problem because you know that everybody, every human being, in order to survive, got to eat. And if he's not hooked up in a system that allows him to let that happen, easy flow for what we have known is to work, make some money, and go buy this. And if you're in a system that does something like that, that you need, and they just rip it out, and then they some oftentimes go to the point that they put a knife in your hand, a gun in your hand, then send you out to rob someone. Why? Because you got nothing. Because you know they've already shown you that they have no compassion, no sympathy, no empathy for you. All they want is what you got and left you nothing but to make you so angry you go out and commit crimes. I'm saying these are the kinds of things that follow. Think about that. But if you want to defeat all of this crap, make sure that everybody who got to eat to survive in this country got a job. Make sure that everybody got a job. If you cannot eat, your butt dies. And why wouldn't you eat? Why wouldn't you work? Is it because you're handicapped? Is it because you're sick? Is it because you can't do anything? Then that's acceptable. But if you can breathe and walk and talk and poop, then your butt, and you're old enough and you train, educated, your butt go to work. Can you contribute to this life? Every last one of you contribute. And I'm not talking about contribute like these jokers who robbed you, exploiting you and using money. No, that's the game. You don't want to play that game. You know what that does. They can't lie to you about nothing. You know what that does. You got but a little bit, and they got big, big, big bit in lying to you. But this here, my friends, make sure that everybody who gets something out of this here country are working, putting something in this country. And by the working, putting something in this country collectively, that makes you the people who have made the homes, who made the cars, who made the food, who made the dishes, who made the chairs, who made the gas. All of you who've done all these things, you are part owners in all that stuff. So you don't have to buy anything. You go just like you go to your refrigerator, get your food. You go to the place where food is kept, to the store, and get your food, but you don't have to pay for it. You go to the place where cars are kept to get your cars, but you don't have to pay for it. You go to the same place where your homes are being designed to be built. You go there, but you don't have to pay for it. Why? Because you have worked, my friend. And you, because you have worked and you are working. And what you are working doing, you're working doing what you love doing. And what is that? Building houses for folks, making sure they got cars, making sure they got health care, making sure they got education, making sure they got a chair, making sure they got water, glasses. That's what you're doing. And you're loving it, making sure they ain't got to be missing nothing. That's where you deal with rich folks. That's how you deal with lies. And when nobody's suffering, Nobody, you don't have to accept no lie. Well, what did he say? Well, is he eating? Is he sleeping? Is it, well, what's the problem? No problem? Okay, talk to you later. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's stop acting like we don't have any sense. Okay? All right, I'll talk to you later.